Alright, so when we last left off, we learned that I'm gonna have to go through all of Korea again. The city port of traps. And so here I am, at the beginning, again. You pause just inside of the shadow of the gate. To your left is a low stone building with metal bars for windows. Duck behind the building, hurry out of the yard, try the door to the low building. Hurry out of the yard. You try clicking away from the gate, but you are only halfway to the road when two soldiers come around the corner from the left. Strong, expert hands grab your wrists, and you are dragged, pulled, and forced into the low building. Fuck! What was... Hold up. I'll get captured again, but... I'll just get captured, I guess. But I gotta go. Alright. You know what? Let's try this. You hurry over to the wall of the building and crouch down, a heartbeat before two soldiers come around the corner. The building means you're covered, but if they spot you, you will have nowhere to run. Perhaps using magic might give you an advantage. Wait and watch. You watch the soldier stride up to the gate. The guards slide open a small panel set in the door and look it through for a moment, then they snap it shut and march away. You straighten up and hear a noise through the barred window of the stone building. A sneeze? Look through the window. The building might be useful. It might be a storehouse, or better yet, an armory. Standing on tiptoes, you peer in between the bars. Not a storehouse, then. The building is quite bare, except for a wooden bench on which an old man is sitting. Attract his attention. You wave at the window, but the old man doesn't look up. He seems to be staring very determinedly at the bench, or perhaps he is asleep where he sits. Continue on into correct. A junction. The road leads away in both directions. You don't have time to consider them too carefully. There will be more guardsmen on patrol soon enough. Alright, so last time we went down. This time, I'm not sure. Ah! Alright, sorry about that. Are there any thoughts about which way to go? Oh. I was thinking that maybe I would go bottom again and maybe follow some of the Germa route. I'm thinking. I'll just rewind if it's not super cool. I'm also refreshing my rewinds because I have to play through the whole game again. You head off down the street to the left, which quickly enters a wide yard. There are a couple of large buildings on the far side, and an arch that leads north. You're saying the building. You pause to look at the buildings. They seem to be a barracks of some kind. Just then, a troop of armed guards appear through the arch, and you realize where you are. You have stumbled into their training ground. You stride right up to the guards. You there, you declare. Why wasn't there anyone to meet me at the gate? The man looks baffled. What gate? Who are you? I'm the new chief mage of Corée. The guard looks panicked now. No one told us you were coming, sir. No matter. You reply, you can make up for it now. Sir, the guard clicks his heels together. What can I do for you, sir? Take me to the first noble of the city, sir, the guard says, looking at me. I'm not sure I should tell you this. It's only a rumor, but no one has seen the first noble for several months now. They say he's missing. Well, some say something else. What do the others say? Well, sir, they say he's gone mad, sir. He stiffens up and straightens his uniform. What I mean is, sir, I don't think I can take you to him. That's exactly what I'm here for. To sort out that mess. Yes, sir. It's very easy. This way, sir. Uh-oh. The guard marches along the road and you follow until you reach the top of the south gate yard. Sir, I can't leave my post, sir, the guard says, but if you follow this road, you'll find your way into Corée. And then I'm on my own? The guard looks uncomfortable. Sir, the guard is very depleted. Since the council disappeared, we've had defections. Sir, I can't leave my post. The guard clicks his heels. He frowns severely. Then take your leave as quickly as possible. Alright, well, I don't want him to do that. I would like my option to continue going. I need to know the spells for the north gate. The guard looks confused, but I don't know the spells. No one knows them. That gate's been locked for as long as anyone can remember. That's exactly what I'm here for. To sort the mess out. Stop it! You look through the arch. It seems to be a processional route of some kind. Just then a troop of armed guards appear from one inside the building. You realize where you are. You're someone on their training grounds. Hide behind the building, I guess. I have been dragged into a prison. Can I just be allowed to go left? Okay, I will be dragged to the prison, I guess. I just want to go left. I'm getting some munching in. Hold up. Alright, alright. I'm almost done eating. Okay. I am done eating. It is time to sorcery. My apologies. I am a human that requires sustenance. And I forgot that I have to speak for this entire game. However, I will be cutting out some reading for shit that I have already done in the past, like this. He said towards the shadowy bench, greetings, old man. He ignores you, concentrating. Look at his stones. Alright, time to play this old man in swindle stones. Again. Wow! You think that there are 5 4s? I don't think that there are 5 4s. Holy shit, he's cheating. Said he's got a 3. He says he's got 2 3s. I'll say that I've got 2 4s. There are 3 3s. But you didn't roll triples 3 times in a row. One, 2. 2 3s. There are 3 2s. There are 3 2s. He has 1 1. I have 1 3. He has 2 1s. I have 2 3s. Sorry, brother. There are 2 2s. No, there are not. Alright, I'll play him again for some money. There are 3 2s. There are 4 2s. No. There is 1 4. There are 2 1s. There are 3 3s. There are 2 3s. There are 3 3s. I'm blowing it, man. He had a 3! Let's go! There's 1 1. There are 2 3s. I don't think so. He did! Oh, yeah. 1 3. And 1 4. There are 2 3s. Nope. Well played, he admits. Another game. He hands over 2 gold pieces as he speaks. For 2 gold pieces? Or... like, sure. Another wager, take the bet. There are 4 4s. There are 5 4s. No. And 1 1. 2 3s. There are 2 4s. There are 3 3s. Yeah, that was a bad call. There are 2 3s. There are 3 1s. There are 3 3s. You did not roll triples. He did roll triples! There are 3 2s. Holy shit. Alright. 3 3s? How about 4 2s? I need him to have a 2. 1, 2. He's saying he's got 2 2s. That's completely reasonable. But I think I have to call, because he will call if I say 5 2s. There are 3 1s, you say. Well, I don't really have much choice but to call. Or say that there are 4 1s. So you know what? I'll say that there are 4 1s. And he'll call. He will not call. There are 5 1s. Well, okay, there's definitely not 5 1s. There's 1 4. There are 2 4s. There are 3 4s. There are not 3 4s, and you know it. There is 1 3. There is 1 4. There are 2 3s. Don't call! Alright, whoever rolls a higher number here wins. Oh, no, I win. There we go. Play again. Take the bet. Come on. Roll the bones. How about there are 4 3s? I did the wrong number. There are 3 3s. No, you didn't roll triples. There's 1 1. There are 3 4s. I got bad news for you, brother. I don't know why you would do that when you've got 1 4. All I had to do was roll doubles. There are 2 3s. There are 3 3s. No, there aren't. You didn't roll doubles. There is 1 1. There are 2 3s. I'm glad that you called. You used to call me on my cell phone. Yeah, play again. 2 more? Yeah, as long as you've got money, old man, I'm willing to take it. Also, welcome back, Wolf. You've made it just in time for more Swindlestones. There are 3 1s. I don't believe you. Oh, there are 4 1s. Holy shit. There are 3 3s. Damn. There are 2 2s. There are 2 4s. There are 3 4s. I can buy that. There are 4 4s? He's gonna call. He doesn't have 2/4. He does! Let's go! Late night when you need my love. There are 2/4s. No, there aren't. You just told me that you had different dice. Let's open on a 1. There's 1, 2. He's got a 1. He's got a 3. I've got a 4. There are 2 3s. Well, you already kind of told me you had a 1. I have 1 3. There are 2 3s. Alright, there are 3 3s. I win. Yo, I'm farming money! So we start at 2/4. Alright, 4/4. 5/4s? No. That's too much. Two 1s. 3 2s. No. He rolled triples! Two 3s. How about that there are 3 2s? There are 3 3s. No. There are 2 1s. There are 3 1s. There are 4 1s. He's gonna call. Oh, he threw! He didn't throw! He knew that there were 4 1s. There is 1 4. There are 2 2s. There are 2 4s. Sorry, brother. The man shrugs, dropping his last 2 gold pieces into your palm. That's it, you've cleaned me out. But he doesn't seem too upset. He leans back against the stonework and hums quietly to himself. Talk to the man. What was the clue I just got? Glandagor and Vic were comrades together once. Okay. You take a seat on the other bench with the old man who is fussing with his empty sleeve. Tell me how I can escape this place. Oh, it's simple enough, he replies. In a day or 2, the guards will let you out. Once they've decided you're not an enemy. They just take a while to consult one of the mages. And if I don't want to wait, the old man shrugs. Then you cast a spell and get that door open. You are a sorcerer, aren't you? I hope I haven't gotten locked up with a normal. You stand from the bench once more. No, just wait. Just chill. I'm in no hurry, you declare. You settle down to wait. Hours pass, but the guards do not return. Night falls, and you stretch out on the floor to rest. At least something here will spare you the cost of... Oh, at least staying here will spare you the cost of an inn. You've already eaten today, so you are quite comfortable. Soon you are feeling sleepy. Across the room, the old man is already dozing, or pretending to doze, wrapped in his rags. Can you afford to sleep? What if he attacks you overnight? Or what if the guards come? Trust him or stay awake. What are you thinking, Wolf? You don't trust the old man. I'm in no hurry. You declare, you to settle down. I trust him. You've already eaten, you shake away your fears. If something happens, you will simply have to wake up. But for now, you put your head down and rest. Dream. I had 66 gold. Your dreams when they come are of the wall like a towering monster drenched in blah, 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 blah. I think this is the same as what it was. Come sunrise, you feel better for the night. Under shelter. As you awake, you hear a sound at the door. The guards, they must be satisfied that you are no threat as they open the door and shove you and the old man out in the morning sunshine. We lost a blimberry juice! Alright. I decided to sacrifice some stamina to save the blimberry. The reason why I just did that rewind is we would have already known that. It's just that it's been a while since we've last played. Last time I trusted him and I lost something. I will be doing those kinds of rewinds, where I already know the outcome from my previous playthrough of Kure, so I should just know it, but because I am a human and a lot of time has passed, I have forgotten. You're really just not allowed to go up. Man, fuck that. You follow the road away from the yard along the bottom of a cliff edge. Look up at the cliff. Kure is built on a series of natural steps. In the past, the river flooded every autumn, trenching the land and keeping it fertile. But since the city was raised and the river dammed, the floods have stopped. Now the trees look thin and skeletal, and the soil underfoot is like dust. You pass an inn closed up for the daytime before reaching a crossroads. Ugh. You are back at the junction of 3 roads. The city lies before you in its entirety. These are the outskirts of Carre. Huts huddle like beggars on either side of the tracks leading uphill into the city port. You just catch sight of the old man disappearing into a hut on the left-hand side of the right track. Just at that moment, a cart rolls down the road from the right and careens around the corner to take the main track ahead. This time, however, the crates on it wobble but do not fall, and it disappears up the road, leaving nothing behind. Interesting. It seems not everything is fixed after all. For those who do not understand, when we first went through Carre, because remember, this is our second time going through, we've time traveled backwards. When this cart hit the bump in the road, it lost like a crate, and we got like some blimberry potions. Alright, so last time we went down here. So this time, let's either go left or go straight. What are you thinking, Wolf? I'm kind of leaning towards going left towards Dwarf Town. Alright, we're going left. You follow a group of youngsters with packs up the roads. Homes, hovels line the track, and strange faces appear at the windows watching you as you pass. Then, from around the bend ahead, a troop of guards appears. Blend in with the youngsters. You stride quickly forward to join a group of youngsters and attempt to mimic their way of walking. The group are talking about where they will stay. The Wayfarer's Rest or the Meat and Cleaver. Listen, don't speak. You keep your wary face down, and you must have the right slump to your shoulders as the guards pass straight by with nothing more than a derogatory comment. A pleasant herbal smell drifts in the doorway of a nearby hut. Also, I need to take care of something else. Okay, I don't know where it is. What are you thinking, Wolf? Well, I plug in my razor. I need to shave soon. Left. Alright, noted. That's charging. You continue up the narrow road. It is packed either side with mud brick hovels, but most are deserted. A few creatures pass by, heads turned down. They do not look at you. This part of the city port is barely habited, and certainly not somewhere the nobles would be found, but you may be able to learn some useful information from inhabitants all the same. You pass a drinking fountain, dribbling water into a chipped stone bowl. Drink from the fountain. You lean down by the fountain. The water tastes cool, if herbal. Perhaps something is growing in it. Drink. You swallow boldly. If the fountain is still running on a busy street like this, it can't be too poisonous. In fact, the water seems quite fresh. And you swallow a few more mouthfuls, finding you had not realized how thirsty you were. Stop a creature to talk. You stop a stooped orc-like creature. I'm looking for the Shrine of Slang. At once, the creature seems to brighten up. I love slang, he answers with genuine enthusiasm. Though I've been there once a week for the last year, never seen anyone attempt the impossible question. I'd love to see that. What's the impossible question? Exactly, I have no idea. I've been told it's never been asked. That's the whole idea. It's a question with an answer, but one that's never asked. The creature shakes his head. I tell you, if I could have a try, I would, but I don't dare. The creature looks somewhat uncomfortable to be talking to you. Could you tell me where it is? I'm looking for the nobles of the city. If you find them, well, tell them we need... Oh, never mind, he sighs. There's no use in it. The nobles don't listen? Thieves and villains, that's how we elect them, the creature replies. So I don't know why we should be surprised when they steal money from the city to build bigger houses for themselves. Do any live near here? Lord Mullis lived up on the rise, answers, pointing away to the north, in a huge place. He's almost dead now, of course. Everyone was so angry when he showed up as a corpse that they tore his house down. There's only a fish pond left. I'm heading for the North Gate. The creature nods sadly. The North Gate, I heard about that once. You've never seen it? Oh, what did you hear? I don't know, the creature sighs. I think maybe they took it down, but then I've never been able to afford to cross the river. Is that expensive? I don't know, it's all relative. Excuse me, I have to be going. With that, he shuffles away. Well, I really would have loved it if he had told me where the shrine that he loves to go to every week is. A little further on, the road approaches the first stone building you've seen since the hut by the gates. It has windows of glass and a wide yard inside its uneven high wall. Whoever lives here is wealthy and understandably cautious. They have, however, left a fine stallion loosely tied up outside. The horse. You approach the horse. It snorts nervously, wary of your presence. You might be able to calm it, or even talk to it with the correct spell. Cast a spell. Yep. Sure. You put on the wig and cast a spell. After a moment, the sound of the horse's breathing changes from an irregular snort into a string of swear words and curses. What's the problem? The problem, it replies, seemingly indifferent to the fact that you were talking to it. I've been stuck to this post for the better part of 3 weeks, that's the problem. Horses aren't meant to stand still. We get bored, our knees get knocked. Where is your owner? You ask quickly, unsure how long this hill will hold. Gone. Long gone and not on horseback. Who is your owner? Only a noble, it replies. Only an important man of courage. Lord Theta himself. The horse whinnies and snorts and shakes its mane. Its fell against a fade. You finish the conversation. Removing the last word you catch as you pull it free is a snort. Typical. Well, I mean... I don't really want to steal the horse. But, like... I also don't want to leave it here. I guess leave it. Because I know how that goes. It doesn't go well. The house. You step through the gate of the house into its wide front yard. It was once a magnificent place with fish ponds, now stagnant, fountains, now cracked and dry, and small groups of quiet trees, now overgrown and gnarled like a whispering old men. The building itself has fared no better. One side has collapsed in on itself completely, and the other leans perilously to one side. Let's go look at the fountains. One of the fountains is still bubbling by the side of the building. Drink. You cup your hands in the water. It is deeply refreshing. Thank you. You pause to look on the trees and shrubs, and you notice two gleaming eyes staring. A giant bat hangs on the side while the branch is watching you. Cast a spell. Can I talk to the bat? Mud. Yak. Cause fear. Explosions. Well, I guess we'll gack. God. You have at the Black Mesa catch. The bat takes one look at you and suddenly drops out of the air, making a terrible squealing noise as it tries to cover its face with its wings, running through. Oh, well now I kind of feel bad. now I just feel bad. I'm gonna let it go. Leave it be. You turn to lead the creature to its whining panic. You hear the squabbling as it crawls off into the bushes to hide. You turn to face the house once more. That bat would attack me later, I believe. I believe I already knew that from my previous run. The front door is as wide as 2 men and stands opposingly sealed. A small path winds around the back of the house. What? Follow the path around the back. The door is simply boarded up and secured. There's a low stone wall. No. Take me back. You step up to the grand house. Try the door. The door is locked. Cast a spell. Not sus. Have a Z? No. Dop will definitely like work. Yeah, let's just do Dop. Dop. But a locked door is of no consequence. Once you move in your spell, the great oak door complains once and then gives way, swinging open to reveal a dark hallway beyond. Go inside. You step inside the great stone house. A cold silence descends, quite different from the dusty heat outside. This place feels like it has not been lived in for decades, although judging by the lack of dust, it may not have been quite so long. Floorboards creak underfoot. At the end of the hallway is a sealed door. Is it a chink of light just visible beneath the frame? Look at the light. The light beneath the door flickers, now bright, now faint, as though a figure paced back and forth in shadow, coming and going. But you hear no footsteps. Creep forwards. You make your way along the corridor. The walls on the side are lined with large portraits of dusty men who sneer at you as you pass. Look at the painting. Figures in the paintings are all finely dressed, but they also have knife scars on their faces and nicks in their ears. These must be the thief kings of Korea's murky past. He has a large metal coal scuttle sitting against the left-hand wall. Look in the scuttle. You stop to look inside the scuttle, but the inside is blackened and in darkness. It seems as though an infinitely deep pit was contained inside. No. You leave it behind and head down the corridor. I wish I could go in there. You reach the far end of the hall. It is only a short way from the entrance. All is now in shadow. The light only that comes to the gap from the far. Maybe I should have looked inside. But I thought that there was like a snake or something inside of it. You push open the door and enter a wide paneled room with a thick carpet. Instead is a study of some kind. The slow line of the doorframe becomes quickly apparent. A roaring fire burns in an enormous grate on one side. Look around. You search the room. Furniture grand with patterns of goblin bone, but there are no possessions to be seen. A treasure, blah blah blah. It has been thoroughly robbed. Go to the fire. Reach into the fire. This is something that we know. I don't know if we actually did this on our previous... I think we might have rewinded on this. You step back. The fire is merely an illusion. Stealing your courage, you duck your head and step into the grate. Flames surround you and their crackles whispering in your ears as though you stood in a pit of snakes. You feel no heat. From here, you can see that the hearth extends backwards much farther than you might expect. I also saw Germa do a lot of this, so... But I'm pretty sure I did this too. Or something. No, because then how would I have gone to the Festival of Thieves? You creep forward across the grate, through the flames and beyond, into a low stone alcove hidden by the fire. The walls are made of solid slabs of stone, and there is nothing here. No treasure, no secret doors. On the far wall, strange set of markings, a series of long grooves like scratches radiating outwards from a small hole. Feel the grooves in the far wall. You run your fingers through the grooves, examine the small hole. Through the grooves, they have been carved lightly and roughly with a dagger point, rather than a chisel, perhaps, but the small hole at the center is much more cleanly formed. You put one finger on the small hole, you cannot find the bottom of it, and it seems polished and smooth. It looks like the bolt hole you might find in the stonework of a fortress doorway, except for it's a position in the middle of a blank wall. A keyhole? You look through your pack for something to use as a key. Insert a key, insert the pipe. You slip the bamboo flute into the small hole in the back of the fireman. There is a click for a moment, nothing happens, and then very slowly the stone begins to move. A passageway is open to your left. Enter the passageway. You peer through the secret passage, but can make nothing out of it. You will have to go inside to find out what you have discovered. The secret room. Slipping through the narrow opening, you find yourself in a slightly wider space. The walls are cool stone, and there are no windows, but the room is not dark. In one corner, an idol stands on a small shrine lit by 2 candles, which burn with thin, cold flames. This place reeks of death and decay, and the shrine is covered in thin, blood-soaked strips of cloth. Look at the shrine. The shrine is poor and cheap, unlike everything else in this house. It seems to have been hastily built out of uneven stones and a plank of wood, and the small statue of a fat god that sits on it has been molded from a humble clay. Look at the cloth. The bandages are each an arm span long and as deep as your thumb. Each is bloodied in 2 places, spaced a few finger widths apart. There are 30 or 40 such bandages here, running down from the shrine like streamers. Someone was injured for a long time. You glance behind and are suddenly terrified that the secret door might swing shut and leave you trapped in this place. Search the bandages. You search through the bandages so quickly. Something gleams from within the pile. You discover a silver badge. It is a badge of a noble of Korea. Take the badge. The badge is solid silver and probably valuable. You place it carefully into your pack. You're starting to get the jitters down here. Look at the god. Must be some local deity. At the base of the statue is the name Korga. Above his head is a plaque with a short inscription on his face. Are painted 4 red dots. Read the inscription. The inscription is scrawled as though in the hand of a child. You have to squint to read it. Give me back my eyes. Look at the dots. The dots on the idol seem to have been daubed with a fingertip. They are perhaps directions on how to worship the god. There's no indication what to do or in what order, only the places. Both eyes, the third eye in his forehead, and his mouth. There's nothing more to be seen in this terrible place. He's in front of the room. Blah, 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 blah. Compared to the little room you've just left, the dark and empty hallway seems welcoming and friendly, but not so much that you plan to linger. Oh, we're going up the stairs. Place your foot on the first step of the stairwell and something becomes to move. Is it alive, some kind of thin, flat beast, or is it a trap? Grab the handrail. You got the hand to steady you, only to find it is moving as well. Hold on. Cling onto to keep yourself upright. It seems the rail is moving at the same speed as the step underneath you. You rise to the top of the stairwell in a smooth motion and jump off in perfect safety. You look around and you are on an upstairs landing with doors on either side. Hopefully I can just do both. Let's go to the bedroom. You step through a doorway into a simple bedroom. The bed is unmade and looks as though its owner left in a hurry. Personal effects are scattered over the floor as if the place has been ransacked, which it probably was. A cane leans by the bedside. You see nothing else of interest. Look at the cane. The cane is a simple straight stick with a lighter loop at the top to slip around the wearer's wrist. It does not look like any sort of weapon, and it does not appear to be magic. Take it. You take it, although you cannot think of what it might be for. A second door leads further into the house where you could return to the stairwell. Bathroom. The further door leads to a bathroom. That there is nothing in it, not even a mirror, only a gap where one used to hang. The only fixture is an empty iron bathtub in the tiled floor. Look under the tub. You crouch down and peer under the tub. Something darks at your face and you leap back. Look again. You crouch down again and peer for a second time, just in time to see a rat disappearing through a crack in the floorboards. You head out of the small room. Return to the top of the stairs. The library. The library in the darkness at the far end. A pair of eyes stare back at you. Who's there? Creature at the outside of the room makes no reply. In fact, it makes no sound at all. The distant eyes have not yet blinked. Look at the eyes. Except for a bowl, your own eyes fixed on those across from the room from you. They do not blink. They do not even move as you approach. Show it you mean no harm. You raise your hands to indicate you mean no harm. The eyes do not react, and you see why. They are the eyes of a large portrait that hangs over the wall in shadow, but for a dim sunbeam falling through a gap in the roof above. Painter. Wait, what was that? Do you see that other option I had? It's there. The eyes. Oh, you mean no harm. The top of the stairs. Paintings of a proud, stern-looking man dressed in loose leather armor with a serpent emblem stitched along the length of one arm. The painting fills the entire wall of the room and must be twice the height of the man who posed for the likeness. Look at the man. You step back a little to regard the man in the picture. The most striking thing about him are his eyes, cold and cruel. They seem to gleam with cunning and the will to survive. They have the eyes of a man who would harm you if it suited him, knowing full well what it was he did. Otherwise, he stands tall and proud, with one hand on the hilt of a sword and the other wielding a tiny dagger. Everything about him reeks of power and of threat. This picture must be of the man that lived in the house. For anyone else, it would surely cast too long of a shadow to live beneath. The eyes of the painting seem to follow you as you move. Look behind the painting. You raise one corner of the frame from the wall and peer up behind it, but it is too dark to see if anything is hidden there. Lift the painting down. You grab the base of the painting in between outstretched hands, then heft the frame up and off the wall and that holds it into the wall. There's a moment where you think you have it under control. Then you are holding the true weight of the picture and begin to stagger backwards. Try to balance it. Ooh. You backpedal across the room trying to keep her balanced. The painting threatens to topple at any moment. I'm willing to rewind for this. I feel like I stay still. You try to stand still to readjust your grip and get your balance, but the weight of frame is too much. You look over the painting, crash to the floor, landing on your foot. Lift the painting down. Drop it. Oh, come on. Step backwards and to the left. No, and to the right. What? No. How far away did he go? Oh, I don't know where the paint. I thought it was here. How the fuck did I end up over here? You step backwards to the left, then bring the painting down to the floor to rest safely against the opposite wall. You rub your arms with relief. Look at the back of the canvas. The painting tilted against the side wall. You are able to slip around and look at the back of the canvas in the weak light that trickles in through the door. It is unremarkable, just a tingle with the single inscription in the middle of the canvas. Theta, 7th Lord of Corre. 7th Noble of Corre. The painting looks like a noble, alright? Or at least it looks like the painting of a noble would have made of themselves. But even if this was once Theta's house, it looks like it has long since left. Look at the NY. Look over the wall where the painting had hung, but there's nothing else of interest, just its dark outline. Leave the room. Yeah. Okay, so I've already done this, I think, but I guess I must have fucked up some shit because I didn't do the rest of this. Top of the stairs. You walk back out in the hall. There's nothing more to explore up here. Return down the stairs, which seem quite normal now. Back to the lower level hall. A chill breeze from the stairwell. There does not seem to be anything more here to be discovered. Drink from the fountain. Nice. Follow the main road. Follow the main towards the grand house. At the grand house, a side road appears on the left. Look left. Looking left, you see an arch, and beyond that, a wide yard. As you watch, a guardsman walks past. It was a barracks yard you found yourself in yesterday. Let's see what it's about. You slip through the arch into the yard. Suddenly you freeze. There's not one guard here, but hundreds. You have walked straight into the training guard of the city guard. Attendants calling out orders at the front. We must be ready, men. Council is nowhere to be seen. The city is leaderless, and all our intelligence says that tonight is the night that Vic and his teeth will try to take the city. Guard let up a rallying cry of disapproval. You have not yet been spotted. A spell might help here. Big. Cost speed. Fog, I guess? I don't really know why I'm hiding. I can't just, like, chill? Oh. I mean, let me just, like... You look up to the heavens. I'm willing to rewind all of this. I'm just kind of like exploring. You look up to the heavens to find a spell, but the guards react too fast. They have had plenty of training in dealing with magic users, clearly. So declares the triumphant as you are clapped in irons. We've caught ourselves a sorcerer. What do you want, you ask, willing to make a bargain if they will release you? He leans forward earnestly. Tell me then, sorcerer, what do you know of Vic? He's an old hero and an important man in town. Listen to me, the captain growls. I can lock you up if I want to. I can lock you up and throw away the key if I want to. I can lock you up and have the key melted down into an arrow and then shoot you with that arrow. So you better start telling me everything. Tell me who Vic is. Vic, everyone knows Vic. Vic, the head of the slavers. Vic, who used to be the shield man of Grendagar, the honorable he size. Grendagar didn't retire to Corray, of course, and Vic was never honorable. He bangs his fist into his palm. Vic, who plans to overthrow the council. You'll need spies. Captain muses. We will. We had some, and we lost them. Everyone who gets into Vic's organization doesn't come out. I suppose he pays a lot better. He just softened a thought. He gestures to his men to undo the irons on your wrists. But don't go wandering into city guard barracks again. It's a sure way to get yourself thrown in the stocks. With that, you are escorted back out of the yard and onto the main road. Okay. What the fuck? I'm gonna rewind this. As you press on up the road, you notice the huts either side are getting smaller. The roadway is now bustling with dwarves and other small fellows. It seems from the contemptuous looks you were receiving that the inhabitants of this sub-hamlet are not kindly disposed towards human-sized outsiders. Walk on my knee. You drop down onto your knees in order to appear less threatening, but from the looks you're getting now, this is considered even more rude. You get back to your feet, red-faced. You reach the middle of the dwarf ghetto, a small square of the general store off to one side. Further up the street, you see a small crowd gathered around the sky. Okay, I'm rewinding that, because I just thought it was kind of funny. Keep going. Wait, what was that? Smiling down at the people. Okay, good. Enter the store. You duck your head to squeeze through the door of the dwarf store. The proprietor is a stocky type of advanced years who peers at you through a pair of bottle glass spectacles balanced on a long and gnarly nose. You're not a dwarf, he observes with uncanny accuracy as you enter. I want to look around. The dwarf shrugs and look away if you've got enough room to turn that big empty head of yours. He rides the shelves at the stop. Provisions. 3 gold pieces per meal. He has 4 meals, so that's 12. I'm willing to rewind if I have to. You notice 2 kinds of gauntlet on sale in the shop, a chainmail one and leather ones. 5 gold pieces for either, the dwarf remarks helpfully. Chainmail is hard to make, but leather is harder to come by. There seems to be nothing else to distinguish between them, and since you only have 1 pair of hands, there seems little use in buying more than 1. Which should I buy? Dwarf looks at you and thinks for a moment, as though considering your character. Leather, he says eventually. Of course, whether you can trust him or not. Well, are there... Does anything require gloves? Steel-studded medallion, pearl ring. Huh. I trust dwarves. But he does seem a bit racist. Buy the leather gauntlets. You hand over 5 gold pieces and place them in the wrist. You suddenly feel more skillful and professional in your sword arm. But is that sensation an illusion? Cannot be sure. Potion of mystery. You pick up a bottle of poison carefully from the shelf. It is a thick, clear colored liquid. The label says potion of mystery, nothing more. Smell it. The smell is sweet and a little bitter. Ask the dwarf about it. What does this do? Looks at you with a scathing expression. It's a mystery, obviously. What do you expect it to do? 2 gold pit. Sure, buy it. Save it. What the fuck? A honeycomb of bees. Actually, you know what? I'm willing to rewind on the potion. Let's just fucking find out what it is. Buy it. It made me bold! Honeycomb of beeswax. Fresh today. And it only costs 2 pieces. Herb. Small vial of dust. You lift the vial of dust from its place and then turn it over near it. Sparks lit on the light. 3 gold pieces, calls the dwarf, but you cannot tell what it is. Shake it. The grains move around and move inside, and catching the light. Definitely not ordinary dust, but what is it? Undo the stopper. But the dwarf reacts to the lightning speed. Don't! He exclaims. It will spill everywhere, and then I'll have to clean it up. Fire. Over 3 gold, take the vial. With exaggerated care, you open the stopper and look inside. It does not contain dust, but sand. Is there a... Okay. Buy all the provisions. 3 gold per provision is a pretty good rate. We're spending a lot of money here. What should I buy? Buy the leather. Actually, I am. What does it say if I buy the chainmail? Oh, it says like the same thing. But you know what? We will go with what. Actually, let's check our inventory. Drop. Interesting. I'll take the chain. Do not drink the potion. Buy them all. Honeycomb of beeswax. Buy it. Small vial of dust. Shake it. Upper. Buy it. Buy nothing else. That's enough for me, you say. A pleasure doing business with you. Fly as you head back into the sunlight, stretch your full height. So I just spent like 27 gold, I think. But I gained a lot. You push your way through the small crowd. In the center, two tiny creatures are grappling fiercely with each other. One is a pixie and the other a sprite. The onlookers are quite fascinated, with some cheering on the pixie who is rooting for the sprite. You appear to have just caught the end of the fight. The sprite looks almost exhausted. Place a bet. You look around to find someone to place a wager with, but there isn't time. The sprite goes for the pixie with a tiny arm lock. The pixie ducks, spins around with a flying high kick, and knocks the sprite reeling backwards across the dirt. No! I wonder if I go there first. Okay. What do the other things do? Okay. I know that, like, I just did like a ton of rewinding, but I'm just curious on how a lot of things end up working out. So now I also know that I have to buy all of this shit again. I'm actually gonna switch to the chainmail gauntlets. I don't know, I think that maybe he's just trying to offload his leather to me or something. But I feel like leather is better for me because I do a lot of miscellaneous work, right? Leather is working and comfortable. Chainmail is like war. Wolf, what do you think? Leather or chainmail? The dwarf suggested leather, but he's also a little bit racist. He might just be trying to give me the worst one. Turn to the store. Buy nothing else. You return to the store. The owner watches you suspiciously. Presumably, most of his customers don't ever choose to come back. You want to buy something else, he asks? You head for the door once more. Good to see you again, waves the dwarf cheerfully. You head back under the sunlight and stretch to your full height. Walk on! You follow the road up to a gentle rise towards a building with a large domed roof. All the various alleys seem to converge on it. It is thronged with people. From here, it seems that there is no way around. Alright, that's where we will call it for now.